So let's get you up to Foxborough as we check in with our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the New England Patriots. Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete to open things up. Martellus Bennett, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Let's discuss this offense now. And Julian Edelman, very good player.
Has really developed into a terrific slot receiver. And a lot of times he would be the primary receiver. Still mad coming out of college that he's not a quarterback in the NFL. He takes it out on the opposing defenses.
Gronk, the tight end, in motion. Brady will try again on second down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And that'll make it third down. And we look now at the defense for the Giants.
Olivier Vernon is a defensive end that combines terrific run-stopping ability with a quick first step to the passer.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Throwing is Brady on third down. Going deep here for Edelman. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said?
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jamie Collins coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Throwing is Manning on third down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. The play clock's running down. Manning, and he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Jamie Collins in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
First and 10. Here's Brady. And complete on the right side to Bennett. And he's brought down. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
Have we yet met a receiver that wasn't excited about getting a chance to play with Tom Brady?
Absolutely not.
And Martellus Bennett bringing his considerable skills to New England now. Going to hook up with Mr. Brady for another completion here.
Yeah, 90 catches a couple years ago in Chicago, 53 last year for Bennett. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And that'll bring up second down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Finding time. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Pats have taken the early lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold him there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New York set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Tell you what, Charles, I want the orange slices that Beckham had at halftime in Week 6. He had 11 yards in the first half. Second half, 211 yards and 2 touchdowns.
You think they were the frozen ones that melted just right? Remember that? Remember that when you played Little League Soccer and the whole deal? There they were. But he is just so incredibly fast and sure of himself downfield. He has really picked up the pace. I don't know how you cover him when he's on his game.
And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
On play action, now Manning. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shane McClellan coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. From midfield, here's Manning. Larry Donnell the target, and he's got it. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it third down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Manning. He's got Cruz complete. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty. Manning to throw once more. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Larry Donnell, the one he was trying to get it to. And it's 3rd down. And quickly, let's check out the New England defense.
Dante Hightower is a guy who can play the run with the best of anyone in the league, but he'll fool you a little bit in pass coverage. Not so bad there as well.
On 3rd and long, it's Manning. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
They'll go for it. It's Manning. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Brady now on 1st down. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Well, last week we talked about Gronk being happy to have number 12 back under center. He heard us and said, you ain't seen nothing yet. Career high 162 yards in week 6.
Healthy again, has Tom Brady back. So you know that brings out all of his inner Gronkness. And when he is playing at that level, look out. He's having fun out there again. And, boy, he's producing at a really high level.
In motion, Gronkowski. On 2nd down, here's Brady. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Now out come the Giants. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Manning will try again on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham, 68 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And he'll take it out of the side of the end zone, and they'll get it at the 25. And now out come the Patriots. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
The throw left side complete to Hogan. And he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Fresh set of downs here. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And oh, look at the catch by Gronkowski. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And the D looking like they may blitz. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And down to the 36-yard line here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done. 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And open here is Hogan. He's got it. It's a gain of 24 that time. And the Pats are set up now with a 1st and goal.
This offense is in rhythm now, just accumulating first downs and moving the ball downfield.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Brady to throw on 2nd down. That's complete right around the 8. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Chris Hogan from 3 yards out. And the Pats able to cash in for 6.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. The return man here, Dwayne Harris. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not going to tackle him.
Throwing is Manning. Caught left side. It's Beckham. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
But that's the kick starter right there. Eli Manning finding his guy, Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, it's a deadly combination, isn't it?
It really is, but what really makes it work is just how unflappable Eli is with his demeanor, able to maintain his calm and his poise. Because we know, OBJ, he can run pretty hot and get excited out there.
Sometimes just one-handed grabs for him.
It doesn't matter what it is. Just throw it up there. He'll go get it. I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Orleans Darkwa, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Malcolm Mitchell out of the University of Georgia was the intended receiver. All right, we've got an opportunity here. Let's talk injuries. Steeler Nation right now, they're just holding their breath with Big Ben's knee.
Yeah, they want him back pretty fast because if they want to go to the Super Bowl, they'll need Big Ben. The Baltimore Ravens, Terrell Suggs has a torn bicep. He's played with it in the past. We'll see if he's able to do so. How about Eric Decker with the Jets? He's out for the season with a torn labrum.
And to finish on a good note, Des Bryant looking like he'll be back after the bye week, making Dallas even more dangerous. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Throwing is Brady on third down. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. A gain of 13 and also a first down. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find Big 87.
It's not often that we put the word overthrow next to the name Tom Brady.
His accuracy is so good that when there are misses, they're usually not by much. So when we see one like that, look,
scratch your head a little bit.
Scratch your head. We're chuckling about the whole thing. Let's see how fired up he gets about it, though, because you know he likes to atone for his errors.
Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You ever notice that when Tom Brady does get hit and drop to the ground, there's some guys back to him pretty quickly to check on his health, aren't there?
That's exactly right. For as much as he throws, doesn't take a lot of square shots, but took one there.
He's really smart in the pocket, isn't he? Even out of the pocket. He understands where the pressure's coming from. He senses people. You're exactly right. Doesn't take too many direct ones. But that one had to hurt. Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. Here we go on fourth down now with Brady. On the slant, he gets it to Gronkowski. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. First and 10. Here's Manning. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Manning now to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, as the first half is winding down. Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here. So it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. So the Patriots coming out now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Gronk, the tight end, in motion. Brady now on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And the Giants ready to come out now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So after the INT, it's Manning. He's got time. Cruz has it over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half.
And got his man complete. Touchdown, Giants. Beckham, an 80-yard touchdown, and the Giants add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance, and most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Open man left side is Gronkowski. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Now Brady. He's going to look deep for Edelman. He's got it at the 15. Brady and Edelman hook up for a big one. 52 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Second down now after the pass completion. In motion, Gronkowski. Now Brady again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Janoris.
admit that I used to draw portraiture in a human form, doodle of a two-headed unicorn. It was soothing, moving his arm in a fusion of man-made tools and amused from beyond. Even if it went beautifully wrong, it was tangible truth for a youth to refuse to belong. No name nuisance, who's in a bedroom, who's in a brand new cuneiform. Barely commune with the horde, got a whole grayscale ungluing his world. Might zone out to the yap of the magpie, unseen hand dragging.